Hello and welcome to How to Do Digital Advertising, a video series brought to you by Continuify. My name is Josh and I'm the founder of Continuify, a fractional marketing operations brand that focuses exclusively within the HubSpot ecosystem and integrated marketplace. This video series is a total of 6 short videos that gives you a glimpse into the world of digital advertising so that you can gain attention for your SaaS platform and share with the world all the amazing things you have to offer with your platform. In this fourth chapter, now that you have set your goals, determined your audience segment, and what platforms you want to advertise on, next up is designing your actual advertisement. If you ever want to dive deep into creating advertisements, Claude Hopkins' book, Scientific Advertising, is probably one of the best. In his time, and to this day, he is often quoted as saying the only purpose of advertising is to make sales. Ads should be judged by their actual sales results, not by subjective opinions. Now, the more sales-driven individuals may be clapping and applauding because of this quote, but the reality is he died in the 1980s when the average person was only being influenced by their radios, TV, and newspapers. These days, potential buyers are bombarded with ads from all directions, including email, TV, radio, social media, search, and many, many others. The amount of noise in today's world, plus the reduced spending in our current financial climate, makes it difficult to run a single ad and see a direct sale. With this in mind, however, let's break down the aspects that create a great advertisement. Because there are so many different types of advertising, text, video, image, and audio, for this series, let's focus on creating a display ad that could be shared on Google or social media. The first aspect, however obvious it may be, can often be missed. The reason it's often missed is because the audience lacks the context needed to understand. A lot of times when brands run ads, they make a lot of assumptions that buyers know more than they know because internally at the office, the information is known. When designing your ads, assume that your potential customers have been living under a rock for the last 5 years. Headlines are going to be the first thing people see when they view your advertisement. Make sure the font is easy to read and short. Typically, you're limited to a maximum of 30 characters. With this headline, it's all about interrupting your audience and saying, hey, look at this. Think about it like a billboard and someone is driving down the highway at 70 miles per hour. You have only a moment to make a good impression, no pun intended. Stating the facts gets people what they need to know to make a decision. Be sure you keep your descriptive text clear and next steps forward focused, but don't say too much. The whole point of the advertisement is to get them to click, not tell them everything. Think Avengers Endgame, pique their curiosity and make them buy the ticket to find out more. When creating ads, remember to use psychology. We're emotional people who want to seem logical, but the fact remains we tend to make emotional decisions and then rationalize them afterwards with logic. Use color theory, language, and tone to not only make your brand stand out, but also persuade people to click on your advertising. Brand personality may be more for the videos, but if you have a witty or sophisticated brand, you can share that by the words you choose for your advertisement. There are also many words that have different meanings depending on the audience you're speaking to. So be sure you are saying the right things to convey your personality, which can allow you to stand out in the sea of sameness found across the internet. When using visuals, as they say, a picture says 1,000 words. So be sure you are using the right visuals that match not only your brand, but make a connection with your potential buyer personas. If you want to expedite this process, Ad Creative AI can generate conversion-focused ad creatives and social media posts in a matter of seconds using artificial intelligence. What's also nice about this platform is that it will create all the different formats you need. So regardless if you're sharing a skyscraper ad on Google or a square on Instagram, this platform will crank out all the variations you need to be successful. Again, thinking back to the amount of noise in this world, unless your brand is actively trying to portray the jester personality, leave the wittiness and inside jargon out of the ads. The reality is that jokes and jargon often go over the heads of most people who miss the mark, and like a joke, the moment someone thinks you're not funny, they tend to block you out of their reality. Leave the jokes to Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, or Wanda Sykes. Lastly, this isn't a design aspect, but always remembering to keep the customer first, regardless of what you're doing in business, should always be top of mind. Advertising is about connecting your potential customers to their pain and then how your solution will help them. Advertising shouldn't be used to throw your achievements around and accolades. No one cares. The only time I've really considered an accolade is when a software brand goes public and the investing group usually puts a billboard in Times Square to signify this achievement. But instead of thinking good for them, I think, well, they just got a bunch of money. Their platform should be getting a lot better moving forward. So let me keep them on my radar of something to look into. Now that you have some ideas on how to design a great display ad, let's talk about how to use a more sophisticated means of advertising using pragmatic software to manage what advertisements are being served to your potential and current customer base. Can't wait to see you there.